my name is CKey. I am an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories, just like you guys are. Next month, I will be celebrating my 6th year in the business. I cannot believe it. It's pretty dope. I'm pretty proud of myself, and I'm really grateful for this business. I have attained the rank of A-lister in the company. So that's a couple of steps of when you first hit elite. And I have been a convention panelist, an elite panelist at Convention Celebrate 2021. That was super dope, a great opportunity. I have achieved the Life of the Party rank of Black Diamond, a few times Diamond, a few times Platinum, all the things, okay? Which I just want to get that out of there so y'all know who y'all dealing with, so that you know that, I got some information for y'all. Like, that's been working for me. Now, I was asked to talk to you guys about social media, which is pretty broad. So I'm going to try to narrow it down. And that's why I asked you guys if you were on social media, because I want you guys to understand that having a business and having a social media presence is extremely vital. Even companies like, even fast foods restaurants, you guys, they have Snapchats, they have TikToks, they have Instagrams, they have all the things. And even if they're not posting a whole lot, they still have a social media presence, whether they are sending out mass emails, like a marketing platform, and all these different things. They're making sure that they're getting to their people. And so if you are not having like a TikTok, a Instagram, you're not using like a campaign email or just different things like that, a Shopify, all these different things that are available to you, then you are doing yourself a disservice. So I want to talk about that. And most importantly, I want to talk about building organically. So with social media, my focal points are going to be, let's say, unless it goes somewhere else for now, okay, my points are going to be like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's focus on those for right now. And let's me and Ree talk all the time. So if you want to throw something in there, Ree, that I'm forgetting, let me know. Okay. But I want to talk about growing organically. Okay. It's, first of all, let's just run it all the way back to you're just starting the business. Let's act as if you are just starting the business. Okay. It's very important that when you select your business name, I always try to tell people, because this is a part of branding, which also affects your social media presence and everything too. You want to make sure that you pick a name that you do not mind being married to, okay? Like that you like. For me, CKey Jewels worked. Actually, Myri was like, why don't you just do CKey Jewels? I was like, that works, right? And because I already branded my name CKey. And so it only made sense to just add jewels on it, right? Now, for you, that might be something else. That might be whatever it may be. Just make sure it makes sense. Make sure it's not too long. Make sure it's something that's not already taken. And once you establish what your business name is going to be, I encourage you to have that all across the board. Why? Because when people are looking for you, like if they know that I operate my business under the name of CKey Jewels, they're going to look on Instagram for CKey Jewels. They're going to look on TikTok for CKey Jewels. They're not going to be like, oh, well, sometimes people do CKey, right? But still, you get what I'm saying? I branded that name. So they're looking for that. Some people, and I'm going to just use this random name. Some people have like Hot Mama 92 for their Instagram. Oh. Now, how are your customers going to find you at Hot Mama 92 and you CKey Jewels? Like, they're not going to know to find you there. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times people think, well, no one's following me. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. First of all, can they find you? And are you putting yourself out there for them to be able to find you? So number one, the name, and making sure that if you can select that name all across the board to do so. Okay. So that's where the uniqueness comes in. Like a lot of times people want to come up with a name like Bling or something like that. Now Bling Me Ree's name, that's a little different because she added the Me Ree on it. But I'm talking like, oh, first class bling or this bling or this bling. You want to find something that everyone is not using, right? And so, yeah, Hot Mama 92, it just came up in my head. So, we went with it. But make sure that you're using the same name all across the board. And then also make sure that you have patience, okay? Because I am an influencer also, but I did that prior to even coming into paparazzi. So I have somewhat, I have some knowledge on how social media works, right? And so I brought my knowledge on how social media works to paparazzi, if that makes sense. So I know that if you want to build your presence on social media, that you have to be consistent with it, right? And then your content, you have to have great quality. So consistency and the quality, not necessarily quantity, because you can load 6 posts a day and then it's just not that good. Your pictures are dusty. You didn't clean your camera when you took a selfie and then you posted it. I'm real big on cleaning cameras when you take selfies, guys. Okay. If you ever see me, I don't care, convention or anywhere, you be like, let's take a picture. I'll be like, you clean your screen? Because you're not about to post me looking dusty. So, I mean, you want to make sure that you have quality images, right? And so in the beginning, I will definitely do that. So in the beginning, when I did start paparazzi, I literally just downloaded images from them because and Myri asked me to talk about this. So let me back it all the way up too. So when I first started paparazzi, my goal was to treat it just like influencer style, if you will, just literally send people to my link and have them buy jewelry. And that's it. That's what I wanted to do. Was I making money like that? Absolutely. I was making money on the replicated site. Was I making the kind of money that I was seeing Myri and everyone else make when I knew that I had the potential to make it? No. So that's when I had a problem. Don't forget to mute your phones, guys. And so that's when I was like, okay, I need to have a talk with Myri and see what's going on. Because yeah, she said she didn't push me. She was literally like, if this is what you want to do, okay, go ahead. Okay, sure. That's how she was. And I was like, okay, man, this is going to work. Boom. And then when it wasn't working, I was like, we need a meeting. We got to talk. And that's when she was like, if you really want to reach your full potential in this business, you have to have inventory and you have to kind of, sell the jewelry and buy it. Yeah, buy the jewelry, sell it, and then, put it out there. And so I was like, okay. And so I was like, okay, Lord, forgive me, because if you're giving me a super bomb business, which I do believe you are, I'm going to operate it right. And that is when I made the decision to be present for myself, to show up. Because one thing about me is when I decide to do something, we're going to go hard or we're going to go home. And so my whole mindset was, I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show up like a TV show. Okay. That you got to look at your brand or your social media presence like some type of TV show. Even if you're not going live, you have to show up, whether it's videos or reels or something. You have to do something that is grabbing the attention of people, something that they can look forward to every time they come to your page. Okay. So my thing was, I'm going to go live every single Friday. Now, a lot of times people look at it like, I was reading a comment. Sorry. A lot of times people look at it like, well, what day should I go live? What do you think? And let me ask my customers and let me do this. And I didn't do none of that, y'all. A lot of people think I really thought the process out. No, I literally asked God to help me to do it. And as he gave me the ideas, I just moved with it. A lot of times, if you think too much about stuff, if you ponder too much about stuff and you're not doing action, you watch a whole bunch of trainings, you writing all this stuff down and, oh my God, I'm gonna do this. You got to start doing something. Excuse the alarm. It was a motorcycle, guys. But you have to start moving out. You have to do something. And yes, absolutely. I always ask God, like, what can I do? Ask him for insight or information. And he gave me the way to run my business. And I couldn't focus on how everybody else was doing theirs. I had to focus on me. So what I was saying about going live on Fridays, it wasn't that I thought Fridays were the best day. I just knew that Friday was the time that I had. And if I was going to start, we're going to start somewhere, and we're going to start on Fridays. Hey, y'all. And we're going to start on Fridays. And so I started on Fridays, right? I couldn't focus on, well, they're not going to be there. Oh, well, I don't know if this person's going to be here. Well, no one's supporting me on this day. I had to do what I could do. And as long as I show up, I knew that people would show up. And so I just started going live every single Friday. And then, and this is, and let me say this, I'm going to interject right here that as social media begins to evolve, you have to move with it. Okay. You can't just be like, well, I'm just used to doing it this way and I'm gonna just do. No. When social media evolves, you have to evolve with it. So I say that to say that I started off on Instagram, not because I thought that was the best thing to do, but because that's where my presence was. That's where I started my CKey Jewels presence, if you will, on Instagram. And so once I started learning, oh my gosh, people are really here on Facebook doing a doggone thing. They're really going live. It's really a big thing. Maybe I should get on here. So I created a Facebook page, but check it out. Myri literally was like, can you create, add your Facebook to the team page so that I can add you to the trainings and this and that and the other. I actually told her no. I was like, I don't want to be in all that. I don't need all those notifications. I don't need all that. I got enough notifications with all the stuff that I'm doing, and I don't want it. Get somebody else to do it. I did not want it, really. And then, but when I got serious, and I in order to move forward and be my best self and operate my business the way that I needed to, I had to be connected to people that were doing it, right? I had to learn. So that meant that I had to be involved in the trainings, and I had to learn this business. Yes, I knew business. Yes, I knew different things about social media and all these different things, but what I didn't know was paparazzi. So I needed to connect myself to the people that were successful in the business, or at least moving, you know what I'm saying? And so that's when I said, all right, girl, let me create this Facebook. And I literally created a Facebook solely for paparazzi because being, out there in social media world, I didn't want to attach my own personal page to all the stuff paparazzi. So I created a whole new one. And so by me creating that whole new one, by me being on the team page and being active on the team page, like literally going physically to the team page to see if I missed anything, to make sure I'm in the loop, to make sure I have an understanding, to make sure I have knowledge of the business, right? Because that's how you're going to build your confidence in something that you don't know, right? You can definitely get confidence from God, and then but it also comes from you learning information and you having experience, right? You having knowledge of something, right? Like a lot of people that go into a profession after they've studied a profession or they've practiced it for years and years, that's how they build their confidence with it, right? God gives you the confidence and what you need and the courage and the strength and all that to start it, but you have a responsibility too. So my responsibility, I was being accountable. I was taking ownership. I was like, let me get on here and see what I need. And so then I got connected, but by me connecting and seeing my Facebook page, right, I was seeing all these people going live and being successful. And so I just did a post, you know what I mean? I was like, guys, you want me to come to Facebook? People were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, why did I say that? Because I really don't want to do that because I'm addicted. You know what I mean? I was like, I already opened up my mouth. And so that's how I started going live on Facebook. I had to make a shift, right? As things were evolving, I had to evolve too. And so that's how I even got on Facebook. Now, fast forward to my business page having like 12,000 likes, and I don't know, because followers and likes are a little different. And the followers are like 6,000 or something like that. But I didn't start that till 2018. So even prior to going live, guys, I was posting pictures every single day. And I was posting pictures that I downloaded from paparazzi's website of the stuff, of the items that I got, or even if I didn't have them, and out, because at that point in time, I was sending people to my replicated site. So I was building and building and building and building and posting and hashtagging, right? So as I began to be consistent with that, I ended up having I'm a numbers person. So I remember numbers. So before I even went live on Instagram, I had 183 people following me. My very first live, I went live for 45 minutes and made $95. That's a whole nother story that I can tell y'all about, but let's just go on to the social media. That's how I built it up. Then I started making my presence known on Facebook, and who can see that? Oh, okay, sorry. And then I started making my presence known on Facebook, and then I started being active. So now, as I was building that up throughout the years, how do I maintain that? One thing I'll say that's most important about social media is finding two places that you can be consistently. Because if you try to, okay, I'm gonna do Twitter, and then I'm gonna do Facebook, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this every single day, it can be very, very overwhelming. And to me, I feel like when you focus on a couple at a time, you can have better growth, right? Because you're nurturing it a little more. It's just like a garden or growing a plant or something of that nature. It's like once you kind of plant that seed, but you got to nurture it, you got to water it, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to cultivate it. So doing that with like 50 different platforms in the beginning can be very overwhelming and very discouraging, to where you're like, okay, I don't think this is really working for me. But if you just tackle a couple of them at a time, I promise you'll have better results. But make sure that your content is good. Make sure you're not just shoving your business down everyone's throat. Make sure you are making, the pictures beautiful. Like if you have a beautiful backyard with awesome flowers and all that kind of stuff, take pictures of your jewelry in front of that. It's just pleasing to the eye. So people are like, oh, I like that, right? Sometimes I follow people that, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen those little channels where they do like these little miniature dishes, miniature food or whatever. I don't desire to do that at all, but it's something about it that I like watching. So, because it's pleasing to the eye and it's fun and it's cute, it has my attention. So you want to make sure that you're posting something that you would even watch. You understand what I'm saying? If it's not something that would keep your attention, that you're not going to want to run to and look at, you're not going to want to watch the story, you're not going to want to look at the pictures, don't post it. Do something that's pleasing. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but even paparazzi changed the way that they post pictures. Do you see the flat lays? They no longer just do stock photos. They don't do a flat lay with every single piece, but they even start doing flat lays because they know that we like those pictures. They know that they're pleasing to the eye. They know that it brings a whole different vibe to it. So do that, right? And I like to do funny reel videos, right? So I'll do a reel if I just think it's hilarious or whatever, or it made me smile when someone else did it and I like the sound. I'm gonna do it for mine, and I'm gonna pull it over to, like, a business type thing, because reels are moving, they had to change it. Yeah, and that's another thing too. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because also with social media evolving, Facebook loves reels. Facebook loves short videos. Instagram loves reels. They love it so much. I really believe that TikTok kind of took it by storm with the short videos. And then now, actually, it started with Snapchat. Let's say that it started with Snapchat. Instagram tried to buy Snapchat. Snapchat said no. So then they kind of started like stories and stuff like that on Instagram. Then TikTok came out with like the short videos, and then they started the reels, and then Facebook did the reels, because Facebook and Instagram, the same, all in the same, right? Facebook bought Instagram. And then now YouTube even has shorts. They even have shorts that are kind of like TikToks and reels. So guess what? Shorts get way more attention than regular videos do. So if you know that this is what's trending right now, then I beseech you, therefore, brethren and sisterin, to get on the bandwagon, okay? Get on it, make it fun. And I will tell you this too. If you can make it fun and enjoyable for yourself, it's easier to be consistent. A lot of times people are like, well, how do I stay doing lives, and how do I keep doing reels, and how do I do this and how do I do that? If it's something you enjoy, it's not a problem doing it. Right? I love going live. You know what I'm saying? I like talking to people. I love hanging out. I love doing a reel because I have so much fun doing it. Once I finally learn the words or get my music right or whatever, I have fun doing it. So it's not a problem for me. So I said, even with this whole business, find something that you absolutely love in the business and focus on what you love. There's always things in life, in relationships, in every situation where you might not like it. I do not care for shipping, but I have to change my mindset on that, right? And focus more on the things that I love about the business, right? Even if I have to speak to myself, well, thank God I can ship. Thank God I can ship. If I have to say that throughout the whole process, I will. But I'm saying it's easier to stay consistent when it's something that you love. So just make sure that even as you're building up your social media platforms, and Lorena, I know because Lorena lives and breathes Business Suite. So I know she didn't talk to y'all about that. So if you are having a hard time posting, definitely, I don't use it as faithfully as she does, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not with some things I do schedule, but you got to do what works for you. And if using Business Suite to schedule something out every day will help you be consistent to build up your following, do that. Okay. Because from my understanding, you can do videos too. And what I do like about Business Suite when I do use it is that you can post simultaneously to Instagram and Facebook. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. If you have a Shopify, I do not know if you have a Shopify, but if you do, this is another I beseech you therefore, brethren moment. Make sure that your Shopify is linked to your Instagram, okay? Because it makes it easier for people to check out. We are in, let me see if they're responding to me anyway. Oh God, okay, people are talking to me over here. I'm gonna answer y'all questions later, all right? Give me a second. But make sure that it's connected, because we are in a generation or in an era, if you will, or in the lifestyle of everyone. People like to do things quick. They like microwave, right? They don't want to go out and try to like if you showing this picture, they don't want to go try to find you everywhere and go to your website and try to search for that. So one thing I absolutely love is when I post a selfie, baby, I'm intentional with what I post. Okay. Every day I'm thinking, what can I wear today? And what jewelry can I put on that I still have that I can post a picture and tag it? And one thing that I love is when I post to Instagram, I can connect it to Facebook, and all they got to do is tap the picture and go check out. And I will give you guys an example of that real quick of how it works. So for those of you guys that don't know, so here is my, this is my Instagram. Okay. So I go to Instagram and literally there's like a little, once I tag it, there's little, it pops up over here, but there's also a little shopping cart right here, a shopping bag. And so when it pops up, this is everything I'm wearing. And then when they tap it, it literally says view on the website, and it takes them right to like what I was wearing. You understand what I'm saying? It takes them right to what I was wearing, and it does the same on Facebook. So if you are not up to speed on that, definitely do that so that people don't have to look for you. Here's another tip that I've been doing that is amazing for my business. If you don't have a link tree, get a link tree, because a link tree can literally link the people to all of your social media platforms. You must tell people where you are. You must, when you're doing posts, always do in call to action, right? Like a lot of times I'll do a reel and it's a fun reel. And then I'll say, hey, if you want this item or this necklace or this whatever, while supplies last, it's linked in the video, tap the picture to shop, da, 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 da. I don't know why people like you to tell them what to do and they don't just do it. You ain't got to tell me because I'm gonna look, but sometimes people need a reminder if they are reading, okay? So just give them a call to action. Hey, if you want this, da, 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 da. Sometimes maybe you need to tell them while supplies last so they know, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I think call to actions work really good, because sometimes we forget and we get caught up in scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So case in point, there's a clothing store that I love to shop at, right? And I sometimes I'm like, oh, I need another outfit, I need to go over here and do this and do that, and then I'll forget, and guess what, they send me a text and I'll be like, oh shoot, that's right. So they had a call to action, and I kind of responded because I wanted to do that anyway, but I totally forgot about it. It wasn't on my mind at the moment. So just think of your business like that. Give reminders all throughout. If big old companies like McDonald's are still doing commercials and all these different things, what makes you think that you don't have to have a presence and post and let people know about you, right? You got to tell people about you. Now, so we talked about the call to action. It was something else I wanted to tell y'all, but I had to get that out first. You want to have your, you want to link it if you can link it. Oh, the link tree, that's what we were talking about. So when I go live on Facebook, I have a link tree that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I have it placed on my Facebook page. I have it placed on my Instagram page, and it is basically in my bio, okay? It's in my bio where it tells everything about me, but then right down there, I don't know if you guys see that link right there, it says link tree. So when you click on that link tree, everything about me comes up. People can get text alerts when new drops. They can download my app. They can shop my collection, which is my jewelry. They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on TikTok. They can sell jewelry with me if they want to join. They can also find me on YouTube, right? So they literally just tap it and it takes them. I made it easy for them to find me, right? Because one thing about it, people may want to go follow you different places, but they definitely, like, by the time it even happens to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I get sidetracked or distracted, and then I do something else. So it's not that people don't want to like look for you or, you know, find you somewhere else or go to your TikTok or go to your Instagram or whatever. But if you're not making it easy for them, do not think they're going to search you out. And I tell my team all the time, even on Facebook, when you're posting and you're telling people, I still have these earrings, or go follow my business page. If you don't link that business page, you could forget about it. You need, because let's just be real. It's a microwave society these days, and people are kind of lazy, right? And sometimes I have those moments like, I'm not about to do that. So you didn't put the link. Okay, scroll. You understand what I'm saying? Make it easy for people. You want them to come, make it easy. So what I started doing, and Reed, what is my time, girl? Because I'm supposed to open it up for questions. We started at 5:10, 7 more minutes, and then I'm opening it up for questions. So what I started doing is when I go live, I put my, this is what I actually say, because I have it, listen, oh, I didn't even go into that. I have it in here already saved that I already copy and paste and put on my thing. It says join today and do whatever the promotion is for the business that month. I have that for the whole month. And then I say, ask me how. Then I say, share for a chance to win free jewelry. Obviously, I always put that. And then I say, check me out everywhere. And I have my link tree, right? And so guess what? During my live, people are like, well, what's your website? You know, because I always reference my website. You always have to tell people stuff. So people are like, do you have a pink bracelet? I wonder if you have any pink bracelets. I'm like, well, I don't know if I have one in queue for tonight because I don't remember what I pulled, but if you're specifically looking for pink bracelets, you can go to my online store and type in the word pink, or you could the description like I'm always promoting all throughout my live. Then they say, well, what's your website? Oh, just click on the link tree and then go to shop my collection. And then everyone on my live hears that. And then people that are watching the replay, they see that. And then guess what? When they go to my link, they see my TikTok, they see my Instagram, they see all the things. I have gotten so many increased followers on Instagram and TikTok by just adding that link there. And people shop with me who I've never ever even spoke to on a live or anything, because that's there, right? You have that information there. Never ever assume that people are just going to search you out, but sometimes they do. So if you have a Shopify, people do Google pieces. And here's another thing. This is kind of linked to social media. If you are not putting business cards in your, I don't even have one in here today, but if you're not putting business cards in your orders, telling people where to follow you, you're doing yourself another disservice, because sometimes people Google a piece to find, or sometimes someone told that person about you and they want to shop with you. And then if you don't put anything in there, letting them know where to find you all the time, how are you going to keep having continuing customers and growing, right? So I don't care if they shop with me 50,000 times, because I don't have time to go through and be like, okay, excuse me, this person shopped, this person didn't. Everybody gets a business card, okay? And on my business card, I have when I'm live, I have all of my social media platforms, everything. There's a QR code. So if you just want to scan that joker, like matter of fact, I put it face up in the bag so they can see that I have a QR code. So those are just ways to promote your social media accounts, because the more people you get following your social media account, they also can get to know you. So I do encourage, do some little lifestyle things too. Maybe post a picture of like your family, or post a picture of like yesterday. I think I posted a picture like, I'm thinking about wearing these shoes. Which shoe should I wear? Just for some engagement. And I thought it would be fun, right? For people to just get to know you, because one thing about the business that we're in, it's relational. So you kind of want to do things where people can relate. I think I did a post the other day about like coffee or something, and it was random, y'all. Always be open to ideas, right? Always be, when you're out and about, think content. That is literally how my brain works, y'all. And so Ree, you just made me think of something. Make sure you respond to people. But okay, so let me go back. So we were out getting some coffee, right? And so I put cream in my coffee, and he was putting some in his coffee. And I said, dang, your coffee's dark. I said, oh, content. Took a picture, and then I was like, which coffee do you guys like? Right? Random, but engagement. And then I can talk to them, and they're like, oh my goodness, I like my cream with coffee or something. People just started commenting. Even if you cannot respond right away, go back to those as you get comments on them. Go back and respond and say something, because do you know that when you start commenting, it kind of like bumps you guys, it bumps that post back up, and it causes people to kind of keep responding. Like I told you, I had a video go viral. It's like almost 500,000 views. Like literally people keep commenting, and people keep sharing, and people keep talking. And I'm like, thank you, and all that. And it just keeps it going. Every day it's something going on. Also, that brought up another point. Do not focus on if people are not viewing you, or if people are not liking, or if people are not commenting. I promise you this, literally, especially if you're using hashtags. And some hashtags that really work are I love jewelry, accessories. They have millions of people use the hashtag. So I use them all the time. I love jewelry, accessories, style, fashion, CEO, work from home, all these different things. And it shows you how many people have, been involved in it or used it or whatever. So definitely make sure that you're using hashtags. And I guarantee you, people are looking, people be peeking and not speaking. I promise you. I even have family and friends that do it, because I'll see them somewhere and they'll be like, oh my gosh, congratulations on da-da-da-da-da. And I'm thinking, like, what you talking? I didn't see no comment, right? But people are watching. So I can't tell you how many times, like I could go live And then when I'm fulfilling orders, it's literally people that didn't even say a word in the live. I'm like, I didn't even know they were on the live, or they're watching a replay or whatever. So don't focus so much on the views, but focus on being consistent. And let me tell you why. We never know, especially with the algorithms. If you try to understand the algorithms, y'all, they change. Like, I don't want to say what I really want to say, but they change every day. Okay, like we change other things. So they change all the time. So one thing I focus on, which is what I can control, is posting content. And you never know what video will go viral and what platform it'll go viral on. I could post something on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those three, and then it just goes crazy on Facebook. You just never know. But one thing you know is if you don't post, you will never go viral. And you'll never get followers, and you'll never get people responding to your content. So I encourage you guys to be consistent with posting, because when you are consistent with posting, when someone does come, and let's say a video goes viral and they like it, it could be just some random video. Once you are doing that and you're posting that, then, and they like it, something goes viral and they like it, what you think they're gonna do? Y'all know, if I see a random story or a random reel on Facebook, what do? I go to the page and I kind of skim the page and let me see if there's somebody I can relate to and if somebody I want to follow. And if they're not really posting and they don't have no content and I'm not interested, I just go away and enjoy that one video. But if you are consistent and all your stuff is popping and you have great quality, then I might stay for a while. I might go on and follow and be engaged. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure that you're doing that. I saw repost. She said, making sure you're posting 3 times a day. That is standard. But if that's too hard for you, start off with at least one. And you know, when you got to get dressed, right? If you go to work, you get dressed and go to work. Take a picture, take a selfie, right? You don't always have to post your face either. Some people are like, well, I don't want to post my face. Well, I don't really want to. I'm not good at selfies. I done showed y'all before, and I'm gonna show y'all right now for the newbies in the building. You can always, I'm still here, YouTube. You can always take a picture, put a mirror in front of you. This is what I do. If I'm doing a picture where I don't want my face or, anything in it, and say I want to take a picture of this necklace. I really can't see what's happening right now because my contacts, this is very small. But I do like this. I have a camera in front of me and I adjust it accordingly. And I just press take a picture. And then I'll just post a picture of my necklace. I used to do that a whole lot because I didn't always have all this done, but I would have on like a necklace or something because I am a product of my product, right? I'm always representing, I'm always rocking it to let people know that they can rock it everywhere. Okay. And so you can always do that and post. I always tell people about the Papa Selfie group. They always have pictures where a lot of us consultants post pictures of us rocking our pieces, and you literally they allow us to use those images, and you don't even have to be like, oh, it's another Papa sis. You ain't got to do all that. They don't know if that's a customer or not. And you're not lying. You're just posting a picture. If you want it or no, that's it. You're just posting a picture of somebody wearing the jewelry. Shoot, I do that sometimes, and then I just tag the product, right? And I want to look here too, to see if there's anything that and don't chase followers or chase going viral. Just have fun doing what you're doing. Just enjoy what you're doing, you guys. Try not to focus on the views and all that. Just have fun. Just have fun and post and post good stuff. Okay. Keep your audience engaged. Follow trends when posting. So like if there's a really trending song, sometimes I'm gonna tell you, sometimes Instagram ain't loyal. Sometimes they don't allow you to use a song if you don't have a certain amount of followers, but you can always find the song on TikTok. TikTok don't discriminate. You can go to TikTok, find that, save that video before you even put that watermark on there, or you can repost it too. Either way, you could do a screen recording and save it, or you could get an app that saves it without the watermark and then be able to use that song on your Instagram, right? Because a lot of trending sounds, you're able to use them that way. Now, me and Myri talked before I got on too, and she was saying that sometimes if you're not able to use it trending, it'll say it as your original audio, and then you might not get, the traction. But I've seen a few times where Instagram has renamed it for me. So it just depends on how large your following is on Instagram. It's a lot of variables in there, but the point is, get started, get moving, try to use it. If you can't get it there, get it on TikTok and just post it. Even if it is original, just have your content consistent. Let me see. And lastly, I'll say this, and then if you guys have questions, maybe you'll pull out some more information from me, okay? But make sure that you are just be patient, right? Don't, questions. Be patient. Make sure that you are not focusing on, well, this person has this and this person's doing this and this. We have our own journey.